Hey there guys, welcome back. Last time I did a custom story just to take a break from the actual Amnesia game, but now I'm going to start the walkthrough for you guys. So we're going to start a new game and we're going to show you the world of Amnesia. Before this starts, I want to let you know I have a very strong tendency to just throw things about. I search pretty much everywhere I can most of the time, and I get
Don't forget,
freaked out.
some things mustn't be forgotten. Shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel.
Now, after you
I live in
play
London,
this game, you'll realize all this that you're walking through
Mayfair.
is for nothing
What
because
have
you
I
just walk
done?
right back.
This is crazy.
You're going
Don't
backwards.
forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is...
I am Daniel.
I am Daniel.
And then he just kind of passes out from his drunken tirade. Amnesia potion. Not healthy. And I love how he keeps saying, don't forget, but he drank an amnesia potion, so it seems like he doesn't really know what he wants. Those pencils. I wish I had a house like this with a waterfall in my living room. That would be great. I want a waterfall. Or the shower. Okay. Walkthrough. You can't go this way. These mementos and things, they really don't mean anything. Most of the time you don't need them. The only time I ever used them was if I got really confused on what I was supposed to do. I checked, and sometimes they would have like a hint for you, but most of the time they're just completely idiotic and completely unhelpful. Like one of them, Daniel put, oh, you're fine, get back up, you can do it, come on, up you go. One of the ones that Daniel puts down is, it's rather dark in here. So, yeah, they're not really that helpful. Yeah, that happens a lot, just so you know, doors will just throw themselves open. Daniel is already getting a little insane. A good portion of this game you will have to keep, well, the entire game really, you'll have to make sure you keep him in the light. And a tip that they actually tell you in the game, but no one seems to want to listen to it, don't look at the monsters when they come out, because the longer you look at them, ooh, boom. The longer you look at them, the lower your sanity will get, and that's not a good thing. If you go insane and there's a monster around, you kind of just fall, so it's not fun, and it just makes it easier to die. For those of you who don't know, because I didn't know for a long time, to run in this game, you hold down shift while you're walking. I didn't know until I was about halfway through the game, so I just walked at normal pace the entire game. Oh, you're fine. It doesn't matter how far away from this wall you are. When he falls right here, you're gonna headbutt it. It's just gonna happen. He just kind of flies over there. But I love my wall. I don't care, Daniel. There are chairs everywhere. Oh, bad door. This cupboard is fun. It's like a sailboat. But, yeah. If you hold down shift, you run. The more sane you are, the faster you will run. So, I'm not really that sane. You don't really have to go in here. There's nothing for you. But if you go in there, I'll show you what will happen, but there's really no reason to. See? All that happens is all the lights go out, and it causes your sanity to drain. So, I've noticed in this game, in every cabinet and stuff, when you find stuff, it's always a shirt. There's never like pants or shoes or any other type of clothing. So I'm wondering if all these people are just like torsos with nothing better to do. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. I probably pronounced that consulate wrong. I don't know what that is. This is another part where you'll probably get jump scared. I believe, yeah. I've got a book. I'll throw it at you. Yeah, who's that? And something like that will happen a lot, where bugs will just pop up. And I think if you stand in them long enough, they'll actually start going around on your screen. You're fine, Daniel. You're fine. Stop trying to pass out. Healthy. Nothing to be worried about. Okay. When you get the lantern to begin with, you only have a quarter of fuel, so I wouldn't use it constantly, only when you need it, because you come down here and there's a room full of light, so I wouldn't waste it all in that one little room. Daniel, wake up and stop freaking out, please. You don't really have to worry. Oh, a tinderbox that I never found before. Okay. You don't really have to worry at this point about monsters just popping up to come after you. But I want it. Why can't I have it? Let me click it. But this early in the game game designers aren't going to make it that difficult on you. You'll probably, well, you will, not probably, you will run into them, but I don't think they will chase you at the time.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left. Don't be afraid, Daniel.
I
can't tell you why, but know this.
I choose to forget.
I choose to forget.
But I don't want to forget.
Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible.
Pretty much all this tells you is that you chose to forget because something bad happened, which is why you took the amnesia potion. And that you need to go find Alexander in the inner sanctum of the castle and kill him, basically. Someone broke my bottle. How rude. And you come over here and you pull this little thing of rubber and whoop! Puzzle solver. I actually watch a couple gamers on here. One of them is Jenks the Jinx, also known as Parlay Productions, also known as Jen. She played this game a little bit, and one of my favorite quotes from now on for this game, flashback time.
Alexander, is it
in this
inside
game,
the
in order
castle?
to gain sanity
In
back,
a manner
you
of
have to
speaking.
complete puzzles
Come, bring the lamp.
and stay in the light.
You've been to the
And said someone
refinery,
did this
have you
weird
not?
Rubik's Cube.
I don't believe I
Probably would
have.
do a lot of good
Is
work.
it connected to the...
So you come down
What did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In
I
fact,
don't think there's any.
it lies beneath the very stone of
Don't touch the
Brandenburg.
door. You can't escape. There's really no reason for you to try. All it will do is reduce your sanity because that will happen. So, don't touch the door. So now you want to come out here. You can't go down there yet. There's more of that slime blocking the way. So you come up here, hear a girl scream. You can't go through there. You come over here. And there's a tinder in here that you don't want to miss. because, well, it's a tinder and those will help. Also one down here, if you don't get it now, it's rather difficult to get after you go into this room. So it's just better to get it now. You can't go through these, obviously, if you can't figure that out. So then you come up here, archives. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Okay, so you come over here. You loot the drawers. I would always recommend looting whenever you're around drawers or a dresser. It's always a good
16th of May, late tomorrow.
To loot them because you can find tinder or oil. Also, you'll notice I don't read the notes when they pop up because I don't think they help me very much. There are some that will, but if I need them, I can just go back and read them at a later time. So, but like something like this, you should loot, get rid of the chair. See? Tinder. Plus, it's not a bad waste of time. It kind of gives you a little break or something to do other than try to run for your life. See? More shirts. No pants. Leave the door, leave the drawer. Oh, Tinder. Almost forgot about you. And open the door. And click that.
17th of May.
Blah, 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 blah. I was trapped. That's all he had to say. He was trapped, and the sand had nothing to do with anything else. I'm going to break you. Told you. That's the one that's locked. Okay. I don't know what just happened, honestly. I think that put some. Nothing in here. I guess I should add oil before. My recommendation would be not to put all your oil in the lamp at one time. Because later on, you may not need it. And then you'll have to put all your oil in it and use it up for no apparent reason. And then you won't have any when you need it, so I'd just put one in at a time unless you know you're going to be in the dark for a while. Here in flashback.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
And then Rockside. Memento of, at some point he makes something like, how am I to get out? Fine, Daniel. Oh, paper cut. Daniel's very prone to paper cuts. No, I can't skip this.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer.
Run!
My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
And you reach out and touch.
I reached out, closing it in my hands.
It's really
The
bright.
faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety. Grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
See, on most tables like this, I'm not going to say all of them because it's not, but you can use a tinder on the candles because most of the time there will be one in the drawers anyway, especially near the front of near the beginning of the game. At this point, you may start thinking it's a trap, but not just over here. See, must find a new way out of this area. How am I meant to get out? Well, Daniel, let me show you. There we go. Find a rock, come over, and chuck it at the side. Jump in. Another frag. There are 3
You
bullets.
have to be swift when you activate the first one.
That's not one.
You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start
I know
over.
what they are, I just read.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel's stupid, we get it. Pull this one. Go around here. Pull this one. Go down here. And pull this one. Flippin' power! Flippin' genius. Congrats, Daniel, you're not an idiot. I use key. Don't worry, that sound is just another door open. Daniel freaks out a little bit, but he's fine. Ink all over the floor, and walk away. And you're back where you started. And this is where you will see your first grunt. They aren't friendly, but it won't hurt you. At least it shouldn't. Alright, let's go. It's not supposed to hurt you, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit for a minute there, so. You have to come down here and come back, and you leave. And you're gonna come out here and something freaky's about to go down and you have to move fast because slime's about to pop up that will hurt you, so go down here. Yeah, the slime that's all around and mounds crap, that will cause you pain. Which is why I told you to get the tinderbox earlier on. Am I okay? Okay. I'm not doing so well on the sanity, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine! Okay. Now you want to come down here, and I think it's to the left. Yeah. You got the key. I do believe this is where you see another grunt. So you just wait. Actually, you know what? This is where I'm going to stop for today, and we will come back later on. So we will save this and exit to the main menu. Thank you for watching.